I wasted at least 10 hours a week begging ChatGPT to optimize my YouTube hooks, titles, and even scripts until I found Deepseek. 30 days later, I can batch 2 quality videos a week while having a 9 to 5 job. I will show you exactly my own original prompt-based YouTube timesaver tool that at least helped me a ton, and also why ChatGPT failed me and might fail you too. You can steal my prompts for your own channel. No anime avatar guru fluff here. I'm 10 billion% sure that you have not set this important step up, but if already you did, watched my previous videos, you might know. So imagine this, you are a Saiyan and want to reach Super Saiyan, but for that you need training, and instead of training, we use my audience developer method. So the reason I use my audience developer method, because it's actually really useful. So what you have to do is like, here I have a sheet that was written by George Blackman, nice guy. By the way, you can use Word file or yeah, just copy here my tables. Things you have to do is like to fill out these tables here with your target audience data. If you're a seasoned creator, I think you are, if you watch this video here, you might 100% know your target audience, and if not, I can show it to you by doing the police bodycam niche. So let's say we want to do this video here, or let's use this Chrome extension here called NexLev. You don't have to, but I like to look for outliers and stuff to see what videos popped off. This one 17,000 subscribers, and yeah, it's a short, and for a short you can just here go through the comments, opening the replies, top like comments, read through them, and the more you read through them, you will actually have a grasp on who you are making videos for. But as I said, if you're a seasoned creator, you already know that. Here's something I did for you guys. I hope it's accurate, and yeah, I hope I didn't leak here some personal things. If yes, my editor, my man, please blur the stuff out. So let's say you fill this out here with all your data, then you can finally begin with the meat of this video. So the setup for the climax is ready, but we all know why you're here, how to optimize your workflow and stuff, and you don't want to like put in here 30 hours to analyze your audience and stuff. So what I often do is like use NexLev to analyze the comments, why they like the video and why not. While it loads, I'm going to Deepseek and ask him like, this is an audience avatar table with psychographic demographics. The AI won't care about the grammar and stuff, unlike the teachers at school. So yeah, fuck it. Yeah, what you now want to do is like tables here, paste them here, and then now you're giving him like, these are the comments you want to fill out the table with. Here, NexLev is already saying how the target audience responded to this video, what the viewers like, what they didn't like. So what I often do here is like, I copy the title. Often it's very accurate because this AI tool scans through the comments and sees if it says something negative and so on. So I will definitely trust it. If not, you can read it again, but I won't read it. So yeah, you can also do is like use vidIQ, because sometimes it has very great features. If you're doing like educational stuff type of video or channel, you can search by phrases. It will questions. It will show you comments with question mark there. Yeah, we're gonna do it for this one. What I often do is like scroll down and copy till here. Actually, what is even better is like opening the threads here for the first few comments, because they're also liked, so the community responded with them. You don't want to miss them out. Let's do it and copy. But by the way, this is only like a quick speed run of this. You should actually really put in the time a bit to make sure everything is all right. And then, as I said, it's the fundamental, it's the ground of this whole type of thing. And if you mess this up, then the results won't be good. Comments from video. Bam. See. Okay, now it generated some stuff here, and I think it might be pretty accurate. Here you can also, unlike ChatGPT, see the reasoning on why he thinks this is. And here I think he picked up on Star Wars, the older movies, and like these type of generations. I think Gen X is, I'm not that sure, but they might know the reference instead of Gen Alpha or some stuff like that. So yeah, seems right. 28, male, United States. Let's see. Alex is a tech-savvy critical thinker who enjoys blah blah blah. But let's say this is right. You just have to fill out here everything, the blanks, and if you see something wrong, just like correct it and so on. Yeah, that was my speedrun. But now the setup for the climax is ready. So here is my personal workflow hack that saved me the most hours. The original DOI prompt method. This will turn you into Super Saiyan 2. Now you might ask, what is the DOI method? So if I would be an asshole, I would say just watch my earlier videos, but I'm not that kind of guy. Yeah, the DOI method is like a method I invented. It's Dodge but better. So Department of YouTube Efficiency. I called it that name because, yeah, why not? So here's an example on how I did this for my channel. If you did everything right with this one here, you just have to copy everything you filled out and then like prompt it like this. For this type of chat, I wanted ideation, gave him a prompt, question and type of stuff. Then I gave him like my full data and so on. And later, this is a bit in depth, so I won't talk talk about this in this video. Yeah, I gave him like explanation of buckets, and I used YouTube book by that. Don't worry, I really bought the book, but I can't show it here legally, I think. But if you have a YouTube book or like a YouTube video, you can use the sources for train him with that. But I ask him for YouTube buckets. If you don't know YouTube buckets, so you have a type of group videos that have the same metadata, like same title, same thumbnails, and only different kind of wordings in the titles with different brackets. Let's say Mr. Beast. So for Mr. Beast, it's like this is a bucket, like $1 versus 500,000, $1 versus 1 billion, yeah. And so what he's doing here is just change the money amount and the topic he's doing in the video. Like here's with boats and yachts, and here's plane, here's it with cars, and here's with hotel room. And why I want to do this is like, yeah, I'm not a guru here. Let's just do it simply. You get more views with recommendations, but I won't go into this further. Just watch my favorite guru, Daryl Eves. He will explain it. But now you might think, why I did this again. So here for the body cam niche, I will just say, now behave like my target audience would do. Please use inner monologue for all of my questions into their shoes. But wait, I'll now use Doe method to show you why I picked Deepseek over ChatGPT. But actually not every of my invented hacks, because it will like take 10 hours. No flex here, but yeah, I did so much tinkering with these type of AI tools. I so much content for you, but yeah, I can show it in one video. But still, so what I actually now did is off screen is like finding some of the outliers and just copy their titles. And now I want to show you why Deepseek is better. So like the first thing is here. Let's imagine these are the titles I came up with. Like give me, for example, give me a reaction for each title and then rank them based off the audience within a monologue. So why I do in a monologue? It's like you can understand really what the AI thinks about how the viewers will think about the title or like script and so on. So you can really grasp on why it thinks it is like this. And actually it's very helpful. So I'll generate thing here. Let's do the same thing for ChatGPT. And I'm 100% sure it's the effect. I don't know the name, but I think you might know. Write down into the comments. Like if you're showing someone that this is the reason why it's worse or better, and then actually the opposite. Let's see. ChatGPT. Yeah, I did it on, I'm a German, so you don't understand what he's asking here, but yeah, he did something else. Like it failed like instantly. He didn't fill out instantly what I wanted. He's asking, should I fill it into the things here, and I have to write yes or no. So because you don't understand German, I did put it into DeepL, so like you would understand what he's even saying. He's asking me questions that he should answer. Let's see what he's doing. Yeah, it's funny because it failed right now. Yeah, that's also one of my critics why I switched to Deepseek. I'm hating this feature, like with the memory and stuff. This is why I hate it. Like I don't want it to mess up with my new chat, and it really did. Very good. Messed up. You can turn it off, but sometimes it's useful, sometimes not. So I want to make fair. That's why I'm doing reasoning. But honestly, guys, I don't have ChatGPT paid, so it might be better, I think, because the free one is pretty much ass. I'm a very stingy guy, so I don't want to spend any money on these type of AI tools. So that's why I'm not using 11 Labs anymore for my videos. First off, people would say like, I want to be authentic and stuff. For me, the reason is like, I want to save some money. Let's see what he did here. So what I like is like, you did the tables better. Let's see, they want to be entertained. Here it seems like, all right, both of them. I won't go into much into detail, but because it's pretty awkward, like hard to explain it on real life, I will show you some examples on why I switched to the Deepseek. Let's open some old chats of mine to show you instantly why I think Deepseek did a better job. As you can see, my chats are pretty long. This is also one of the reasons why I switched. The chats are very long here, and you will remember everything. If you ask him like, here's a prompt of mine, you will see it later. But here, what I did is again give him a target audience and stuff, and he will instantly know who I'm talking to. Here, as I said before, I explained it with a book what buckets are. I can't show you to that, but here's what buckets I already did for my channel. These I came up with for myself. You can also do that, but it's a bit more advanced. But you should have a content strategy if you're watching this video here. Pretty much new, but adjusted. See that. Okay, like here's an example. As you can see, the chat is like here with my mouse, written so many things. And as you might know, ChatGPT is forgetting something like that, or it saves it into the memory wrongly. But here, as you can see, I asked him what hook is better. I think it was for this video here, I think. As you can see, he saw through my old chats again what the target audience is and stuff. He's pretty much cooking, thinking and so on, like the buckets and for example. So what he did is like really gave me an answer. Then yeah, I gave him like some hooks again. So what I observed the last few months or weeks as I used DeepSeek and switched, the outputs of DeepSeek are much richer, smarter. It remembers my target audience by branding every single detail I've added without any annoying character limits. As you can see here, I really wrote so many long paragraphs, and even though my texts were like long as a book, as you can see here, ChatGPT wouldn't even try to generate me text for this kind of thing here. It's huge. I honestly wouldn't do myself, but that's another topic. Yeah, as you can see, he did this. He's not forgetting anything. Here we can do a test here, like, can you please reanalyze the chat here and tell me who my audience is and what titles will they resonate with. So as this thing generates, I can also tell more reasons on why I switched. Like alone for this thing here, like this thinking, so much better. I can't even describe it, but I'm reading through this and I instantly know how he thought about this. And sometimes this is a huge tip of mine. So often this text here has much better value instead of the like results. And so this is a tip of mine. Read through this and you will understand. Here I'm a buckets and he's filling out the titles and stuff. Here he's saying why it worked, target audience again. He's like not forgetting anything. But I don't want to bash ChatGPT all the time because ChatGPT has some things that are actually more useful than DeepSeek. As you might know, DeepSeek has problems with like scanning through pictures because it can only look at the text of the pictures and not the context and the stuff in the pictures. But DeepSeek can do it. Like you can give him, for example, in thumbnail. I did this on an old chat. Like this is a tip of mine. You can give him a thumbnail, the target audience with the DOI method above, and then just ask him, give him in a monologue on how you think the target audience would like this kind of thumbnail. And he will like bash you instantly and tell you, yo, this one is good, this is bad here, do this and do that. Yeah, for thumbnails, this is still my pretty good thing. For thumbnails, this is still my pretty go-to AI tool. So the lesson of the video is like, I switched to DeepSeek, but not 100%ly, 90%ly. And also like, it's always the same, like AI won't replace you, but the people who use AI will. And also like, thing is how you use the AI. If you use it wrongly or don't use it at all, you will always lose. And it's the same here for DeepSeek and ChatGPT. Earlier I mentioned that I couldn't show you every one of my YouTube time-saving hacks because it would make this video a couple of hours long. But actually, I lied to you. What if I told you that I can still deliver on this promise? You only have to watch this video here to learn how you can 10x your YouTube content workflow instantly.